Analog workflow is a different kind of workflow. There is a beauty in analog workflow. I love my analog gear, but if you're just starting out and all you have is a laptop or desktop or whatever, you don't need to like worry about getting the latest analog gear. It's not gonna make your music better. It might make your workflow more fun. It might make certain things more efficient, or maybe not. Sometimes I love working in the box and I don't even touch hardware. Other times I love just going right to the hardware and dialing in a sound, dialing in a compressor setting. It all really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're a new producer and you're just starting out, forget about investing all your money into hardware. Start out with your laptop or your desktop and just dive in. And then as you get better, as you get serious about this, as you get real focused as a producer, start playing with it. Buy an analog synth, buy some analog gear. The main thing I want to convey is don't feel like you need analog gear in order to be a real producer or in order to be as good as you can be. Use what you have. Once you have some disposable income or you start getting serious about your craft, buy a synth, buy an analog processing unit, an analog drum machine. It can only expand your sound. And remember, when you buy a piece of analog gear, if you do it correctly, it's an investment. Analog gear maintains its value, whereas a plug-in or a laptop or something like that does not maintain its value. A lot of times when I buy a synth and I want to go and sell it, it's worth as much money or more money than what I originally paid for it. So another thing to keep in mind. It's true, Bullyfinger, like think about what you're spending your money on. If you're spending your money on sneakers, even worse, stuff that is a depreciating asset. You spend your money on cars, you spend your money on clothes, you spend your money on sneakers that you wear. You spend your money on stuff that loses value. You're not building your wealth up. So think about that too. When you buy a piece of analog gear, that is an investment. That's something that if you do it correctly, if you do your research and buy a solid piece of gear, that's going to go up in value.